Today, I'm Nestor LeConte with the Pacific Daily News, and here are the top stories from the PDN Newsroom. The Guam Visitors Bureau Board on Thursday approved a $35,000 raise to GVB General Manager Carl Gutierrez's annual base salary, bringing it to $160,000. It was the GVB Board's first meeting in about 6 months. According to the GVB staffing pattern, Gutierrez was earning a base salary of $125,000 per year. This is on top of his benefits. His newly approved salary represents a 28% increase. In other news, pending personnel retirements and extended deployments for Guam National Guard and military reserve duty are shrinking the ranks of the Guam Fire Department, making it more difficult and costly for it to meet its mission, top GFD officials said during a budget hearing at the legislature on Thursday. GFD is requesting a budget of $40.4 million for fiscal 2025, an increase of more than $3.5 million or 9.6% over the $36.9 million authorized for fiscal 2024. As an example of the high attrition rate, 33 new recruits were hired since fiscal 2022, but 38 other personnel have retired or resigned, and 4 more are expected to retire this year, GFD officials said. This has resulted in increased costs, particularly in overtime, officials said. The GFT retirements follow a law passed in 2022 that lowered the retirement age for public safety and law enforcement officers under the Government of Guam's defined retirement plan from 62 to 55. And finally, in a show of support not typical for a Committee on Rules meeting, the public hearing room at the legislature was packed with supporters Thursday for a pair of Senator Chris Dueñas' bills that have been withheld in committee by Environmental Chairperson Senator Sabina Perez over environmental concerns. Dueñas' Bill 17537 would authorize the use of a Type 4 nitrate reducing system for waste disposal, including over the northern Guam Lens Aquifer, the main source of the island's drinking water. Bill 5137, also by Dueñas, would allow families to build accessory dwelling units or extra apartment-like structures beside their homes on lots that are zoned for single-family use. Neither bill had been reported out of committee by Perez, but they had enough votes to be placed on the June session agenda despite objections. The Chamorro Land Trust Commission found unauthorized construction and storage of white goods on 2 land trust properties in Dededo during recent random inspections. The CLTC recently established a compliance branch and is looking to beef up enforcement of rules on land trust property. Unauthorized construction was identified on land trust property directly behind Med Farm in Dededo, CLTC program coordinator Joey Cruz told commissioners during their meeting on Thursday. Med Farm was identified as the builder of a structure made of concrete, butler tin, and containers on the site, which was apparently sturdy enough to withstand Typhoon Mawar, Cruz said. A makeshift fence made of pallets and barbed wire was also identified at the property. Cruz said the cement block wall of a private building occupied by Med Farm had been cut open to provide access to the site. The Department of Public Works issued a violation at the site, and CLTC inspectors found concerning activity at the property behind Med Farm, Cruz said. He added that there was discharge of liquid onto the ground from what appeared to be a tank from a filter system. In other news, a Mongmong resident who started a job in Alaska last year and planned to bring his family there, but on his way back to Guam via Honolulu and other smaller islands, he got deplaned in Pohnpei. Richard Buchanan, a father of 5, said United Airlines didn't allow him to board again after he got off the plane just to buy a soda when he got thirsty while the plane was on a stopover in Pohnpei. The plane left for Guam without him, he said, and that was on November 9, 2023. 7 months later, he's still in Pohnpei. Originally from Yap, he said he's been on Guam since 2001. In all these 7 months, he said he's never heard or got answers from United Airlines, the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, the Federated States of Micronesia Consulate on Guam, the U.S. Embassy in Pohnpei, and the Office of Delegate James Moylan and other agencies. And finally, in what's now becoming a regular sight for motorists, United Airlines flight attendants picketed for better pay and better working conditions Thursday at the A.B. Wanpat International Airport. Unionized flight attendants from United have been in contract negotiations with United corporate management for 2 years now, and the prolonged talks have recently spurred more frequent pickets at the airport. Lisa Obayas, a United flight attendant for over 30 years, said they are now planning to picket every 2 months until management comes through with a better union contract. United flight attendants on Guam joined thousands of unionized flight attendants from other carriers, including Alaska Airlines, American Airlines, and others, who picketed outside of nearly 30 airports across the world on Thursday. According to the Association of Flight Attendants CWA, some 80,000 members are currently in contract negotiations across the U.S. aviation industry. For more of these stories, go to GuamPDN.com and follow us on social media.